Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone, or good evening from Auckland, New Zealand, where it is now 10:30 Tuesday evening, while it is 6:30 East Coast time. Thank you for joining me. This is Paul McMann from Forex Smart Trade. At Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to teach you how to become a successful currency trader and change the financial destiny of your life by teaching you how to successfully currency trade, and we're so confident in how well we can do that, and with our proprietary trading indicators that we offer guarantee. That guarantee is that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So with that, let's jump into it. First, we need to listen to this guy, and then we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trade sessions, and we do them as a teaching moment. We've got about a dozen different trading strategies, depending on what your risk preferences are and your time availability and how you like to trade. In the morning, when you are a member, we have a session every 10 a.m., which tends to be a little scalp trade. In the evening, we have another one at 10 p.m. Eastern, tends to be a 10-plus pip trade. And again, it is about continuous improvement and continuous learning, crafting that skill of trading. And we have, in addition to the personalized one-on-one training, we have 2 sessions every week, Wednesday evening, an advanced member session, and Saturday morning back to the basics, where we're continually reviewing strategies and taking questions to help you continue to improve your trading skills. I trade off of a little checklist that kind of helps keep me focused. Every day, a good habit to restart green charts, get any specific updates that have happened, also to clear the memory so it's performing optimally. At the end of every day, it is good practice to review the trades that didn't go the way that you wanted, and specifically with the trade simulator, you can go back to a specific time and look at the specific setup that you were looking at, and kind of go a little bit more in depth and figure out why that trade didn't happen as you thought. And if you can't see it, you can reach out to your coach, or you can reach out to me, and I'll take a look and we'll see what I'm seeing and whether I would have taken that trade or not. And as you pick those learnings up, that just makes you get better and better. Even now, I still sometimes make a mistake or do something that I shouldn't have. And it's that review that brings you back to again, practicing the basics. We are technical traders. We are trading strictly on the price action. Another way to trade is based on the news. We do not do that, but we want to know what the news is so that we can trade around it. And we get that news from going to forexfactory.com, and that breaks news down into three components. Red, which is red, which is high impact, yellow is low impact, and orange is medium impact. This is kind of, I don't know, I would assume Australia is kind of close to our time where I'm at now. So this doesn't quite seem right to me, but I'll go look on a clock later. Just to make sure we are right here. This morning at 10 a.m., there's job openings on the USD. I usually like to be out 2 hours beforehand of a potential red event, which would mean being out by 8. It's 6:30 now, so we would have to think about whether we want to take a trade. And then tonight, 6:45, which would be 10:45 in the morning tomorrow. Here, unemployment changes. Any trade we take on New Zealand dollar, I'd expect to be closed well before then. So really, we just need to think about this USD news. We probably aren't going to trade the Australian dollar because it is evening time in Australia. So with that, let's take a look and see what we have. The chart we are going to trade off of, or actually, let me just go back for one more thing. And the strategy that I principally use is something called the 10-point trade signal, my trade plan. And we'll create a trade plan specific to you. But I like to use this 10-point signal off of a 1-hour chart. I like to be 30 minutes into the chart, which we are right now. And I'm looking for anywhere, usually a trade off a 1-hour chart is worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot tends to be around 11 pips. And I am looking for a trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. And the goal of this trade is to really get the lines to line up from all three sections of the chart. And when I'm able to do that, I've got a higher probability trade of the trade doing what I expect it to do. So with that, let's take a look. Now, I am going to, when I trade myself, I'm principally only trading on the Euro USD or the pound yen. However, the strategies work over all the pairs, and when we do these live trades, sometimes there isn't a setup on the Euro USD or the pound yen. So with that, we go and we take a look to see what we can find and take what the market gives us. So this chart, the light 6 major, is one of the standard indicator charts. It's giving us 6 different currency pairs. On this first chart, it's all US-based pairs. And I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. When the market is oversold, when these lines are down below the red line, the market is oversold. That becomes a good opportunity to buy. Likewise, when the lines are above the this horizontal blue line, which is the overbought line, that is a good time to sell. And you can see here a couple hours ago, the lines were above, everybody's going down. It went through the channel, and you can see we've got down candles. Right now, the candles are we've reached oversold, and the candles are kind of still going down, but down and kind of sideways. So we're going to pass. I want everybody going up. I want the situation to be either we're oversold or overbought. Everybody going up, or going down, and we have what's called the double cross, where here you can see the red lines crossed over the green, black lines crossed over the gray. So Euro USD oversold. Majors are coming down, minors are going sideways, so nothing there. Pound USD oversold. Now, minors have started to go up, although not that steeply. Majors going down and sideways. USD Canadian dollar going overbought, and everybody's kind of going sideways. Canadian dollar. I had Canadian dollars when I came here, and I switched them over to New Zealand dollars. Their money their money feels different. It feels like kind of plastic. Let me show you. It's but basically one New Zealand dollar is worth a little bit more than and they've got I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't feel like paper like ours, and it's got this thing that you can kind of see through. Got a bird on one side, and we got this guy who looks like an old time cowboy or something with the big mustache. So, anyways, money's a little bit different, and that money's kind of like the Canadian money. The Canadian money feels exactly the same, and probably made in the same place. So it doesn't feel like our money feels kind of has kind of a paper feel to it. This money is kind of has a plastic feel to it. And the other thing, I don't know if you're really environmentally conscious. Canada and New Zealand, they've all adopted these. Let's not pollute the environment, which is basically a good thing. But like when you're on the plane or like at the breakfast place, they have like wooden spoons and wooden knives versus plastic spoons, and the food just doesn't taste as good coming off of a wooden spoon. I ended up going out and buying a plastic throwaway stuff because I didn't like eating off of the wooden spoons. I get it for the straws and the paper cups, but the plastic stuff for the utensils doesn't feel right in your mouth. Anyways, an aside. So let's get back to it. Over USD Swiss franc overbought. Everybody's going down, and I've got the double cross. However, I'm not crazy about this signal. I'm going to write it down so we can go back and take a look at it. What I don't like about this signal is the slope of the green line. Slope of the green line is a little less than 45 degrees. A little bit less than 45 degrees. And I don't like that the majors are so far away from entering the channel. I really want them to be closer to entering the channel. There's this big gap here. You can see that we have been overbought now for 1, 2, 3, 4, the last 4 hours. And another thing to note, we can be overbought, and you had a big up move here. I don't know how many it's worth. Let's take a look. 30, almost 35 pips. So you can get a big move when you're overbought. It's just not part of my trade strategy. I want to take less risky trades that have the highest probability that the trade is going to move in the direction that I want. And that is when we're overbought and the lines are going down. Here you would have been close to getting stopped out. So, anyways, this isn't quite where I like it to be. My confirmation once I see this is I would go up to the TNTs and count how many lines are going in the direction of the sell signal here. And I want at least 3 of the lines telling me sell. The 2 orange lines are telling me sell. And the dotted blue is telling me sell. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going up, I've got to sell here. So 3 of the 4. And I want down pressure. So either the line's going down or the red line is on top. And it looks like the red line has crossed over. So I've got 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. But I don't like the slope of the green line. So I'm going to pass for right now. Normally, when I get those 7 plus points, I would then confirm the trade setup by looking at the 2 and the 4 hour chart. But I'm going to pass here to see if we can find a better trade. Dollar yen. Oversold, everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, so 3 points here. I like this better. The slope of the green line is steeper than the slope over here. This is more than 45 degrees. It's probably maybe 60 degrees. And it's entering the channel. So I prefer trades when it comes down and it turns and it goes back. So we've got that here. Looking at my TNTs, thick orange is going up, but thin orange is going down. So I may have one of the 2 oranges supporting. Thick blue is coming down, and dotted blue is going up. So I only have 2 of the 4 here. Ideally, I want 3 of the 4. And I've got sideways pressure. And as we're talking, this green line, both lines appear to be horizontal. The green line is maybe flashing up just a hair. I like this signal though. This is a nice signal. The lines are clustered. Everybody's going up. Good steepness to the line. USD, Japanese yen, buy. We're going to see what else we have. Maybe we'll come back to this, but we don't have this here, so that's a problem. And it looks like we're hitting a resistance line. Resistance line are points where the candles seem to naturally stop, and you can see on these candles there seems to be a line here where the base of the candle stops, and on the up there seems like you could draw a line that hits all of these. I have cloned this chart and made a second that have non-US pairs in it. Euro pound, we're in the channel entering oversold. Australian dollar, yen, we just reached oversold. It's starting to turn. Euro Canadian dollar in the channel. Miners have reached oversold in the channel. Majors have started to turn. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Everybody's going oversold and everybody's still going down. Pound yen, oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. Green is crossed over the red. Gray's crossed over. 2 orange lines are going up, although the thin orange is just barely. It's almost horizontal, but that is a little bit of an up. Dotted blue coming down. When blue goes down, that means a buy. So 3 of the 4 here. But I've got down pressure with red on top. I want either up pressure or green on top. This is weak down pressure. What makes it weak is the slopes of the lines and the gap between the lines. The pressure is stronger the closer these lines are and the steeper the lines are. You can see the green line has gone from more steep to less steep. So nothing quite here yet. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Majors are going up. Minors are going sideways. Thick orange line is horizontal. And I don't see the thin orange line. Oh, here's the thin orange line. Thin orange is going down. Thick blue is going down, which means, so we only have one of the three here, really. So we're going to pass. Let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen, oversold. Minors going up, majors, I don't have the double cross yet. Green line is going up, but red isn't going up yet. Euro New Zealand dollar oversold. Everybody's or the majors are sideways, minors are starting to go up. Pound New Zealand dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. Looks like we've got a little kink in the green line going from, I can't really tell if that's more steep to less steep to more steep. So we've got, it is going from less steep to more steep. So that's 3 points here. 2 orange lines going up, supporting the buy we're seeing here. Thick blue coming down. So 3 of the 4. I've got down pressure with green on top. So, so pound New Zealand dollar buy. Let's see if we get a confirmation of this. There was news on the New Zealand dollar, wasn't there? Tonight. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it right now. And all right, so now I want to confirm that this is a good setup, and I'm going to confirm it by looking at the 2 and 4 hour chart. And what I want to see is that we are oversold on both the 2 and the 4 hour chart. And the reason I want to be oversold on the 2 and the 4 hour chart is if this signal weakens up, if we are oversold, it will eventually go up. It'll just take longer to happen. So this is kind of my backup play. And we are oversold. The green line is slightly going up. It doesn't need to be, but it is. And on the 4 hour, we are oversold, and it's horizontal. So both the 2 and the 4 are where I like to see them. So they've passed kind of my confirmation test. The next thing I want to do is take a look at where the support and resistance are. So we confirmed the setup, and now I want to figure out what the trade is worth. So I want to see what the trend is and what the support and resistance are. And we will do that by going here. And the last trade we took was on the pound New Zealand dollar. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. You can see it here, over here, over here. And let's see, we don't have a line below this. I'm going to just crunch it up and see if we have any spots that are down to get another resistance line below where we're at. And by crunching it up, I get more data points to draw the line. So let's draw a line and see where we see some stops in here, stops in here, stops in here. We'll draw one more. And these tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart on the Euro USD. So let's save this and then pull it back out so we can see it a little bit better. The trend, how would you define the trend? I would define the trend as, looks like we got a downtrend here. Downtrend here, sideways here, down, sideways, down. I want to know the trend because I don't want to get caught trading against the trend. So when I am trading against the trend, I'm going to take less pips than I might take otherwise. Now, the other thing I want to know is what's the distance to the next support and resistance line. So let's open this back up a little bit. Come on. So we've got about 32 pips up, and we've got 30 pips down. This support and resistance is a little bit more than I normally like. I'd like it to be, as I said, 30 to 40 pips. Let me just look at one more thing here. So we've got a buy signal here. Huh. Oops. Want to and it looks like there's a little bit of support resistance right in here, right where we're sitting. Let me just see a little further back. The market seems to respect these support and resistance places. So when the market's moving, it will stop or bounce on these spots. So you can see here, over here, it did it. Now, I guess the good thing is we're on the north side of this. If we were on the south side of it, on the south side of that line, I probably wouldn't want to take it. So it looks like we got a buy here. The question is for how much? And we're trading against the trend. Oh, come on. So 26. We're going to take a buy for 13 pips. I'm going to take a buy for 13 pips. We get 26 pips up to that next support resistance. But since we're trading against the trend, we're going to take half of that. So you can take that in your simulator, or you can, or you can open up your MetaTrader 4. So we're going to go to pound New Zealand dollar. If you don't have it open, go to File, New Chart, and it'll probably be down in this third category here. Oops, I don't know, this third category here. Then you're going to go to New Order. Lot size is going to be a function of how much you have in your account. Generally, a good rule of thumb is to move this decimal spot over 4 places. So that'd be a 1.01. You can take anywhere from half of that to double that. If you take 1.01, that allows you to have 2 open trades. So we're going to click buy by the market. Once it's recorded, we are going to right click, go to modify. And I said 13 pips. So 13 pips is 130 points. If I put 130 in here and click the little blue button, it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1 here. So that's going to be 39 pips. 39 pips is 390 points. Again, click the red button and press modify. And it drops the support resistance in there. And I like to make sure I can see both at the both lines are in there. So we took a buy on the pound New Zealand dollar with a take profit of 2.01512, 2.01512, and a stop loss of 2.00987. So a buy on the pound New Zealand dollar. I expect this to close within the next 3 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be doing this again Thursday morning. All right, gang. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. My calendar is not available this week, but if you send me an email, I'll come back to you with a time that, because of the time differences here, and that I'm doing some stuff. Send me an email and I'll reach out to you to find a time that kind of works for everybody. Okay, great. Thanks so much. We will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.